All right, guys. So we got a ton of Rings of Power stuff we're going to be talking about, and then we're going to dive into some Lotro. So here we go. We're going to have the trailer. We're going to be watching the trailer because the teaser trailer dropped, as well as we're going to look at a bunch of pictures and stuff that came out from San Diego Comicon. So, oh, I didn't turn that off. So we're gonna start with the trailer. We'll see. We'll start with the trailer, go from there, and then we will dive into all of the stuff that we've seen on Twitter. I've not seen this before, so I'm gonna be reacting to this firsthand. I'll kind of talk about some things, and then we'll go over the stuff from Twitter. I'm excited for this. I think season 3. I loved season 2. I loved the way that they handled season 2. I thought it was. It took the things that I didn't like from season 1, improved upon them a lot, and so I really hope that they continue to do so. But we'll see what happens now once we dive into the trailer. I'm kind of nervous, but here we go.
Now is the mighty hour come.
Whoa. Okay, that looks cool. My guess is he's forging, like, this looks like the inscription on the One Ring. So that looks cool. I was going to talk about this before, but we get Celeborn. He's finally here.
The Dark Lord is on the brink of crafting a new power. One ring to rule them all. He's got armies.
Yo, is that one of the Nazgul? Yo, we're getting the Nazgul. I mean, I knew we were getting the Nazgul, but still, they look so cool.
Middle Earth will burn. Has it not yet occurred to you? Death might well be the price of saving it.
The last alliance of men and elves.
Trying to get back to you.
Yo.
They are coming.
Yo, Mo with the raid. I did know that Viggo Mortensen broke his toe, but also, what is this? What's up, Sabrina? Dude, that looks sick. Oh no. Not my boy Durin. How was Hollow Knight? I hope Hollow Knight was fun. Not my boy Durin. I'm not okay with this.
There are no friends of Mordor here.
Yo, an Oliphant? It's like a mammoth. That thing looks sick. Oh my gosh. Dude, that looks so cool. That looks amazing.
Come with me.
Wait, oh my gosh. Okay, so it does look like... Okay, I'm not a fan of the CGI in this shot. I'll admit that. But also, it looks like we're getting like a good guy orc. I'm kind of interested in this. I don't know what's going to happen, but...
The Dark Lord. We have to stop him.
The shadow rises in Middle-earth. How would you like to rise with it?
Dude. Yo. Yo, that looked sick.
Rise with it.
That looked so cool. Okay, we're obviously getting the forging of the One Ring in this season. Like, that's clear. But, like...
How would you like to rise with it?
Dude. That shot... That shot looks incredible. Bye, Blue King. Thanks for stopping in. That looks so cool. Yeah, this is so Mo, this is Amazon Prime's Rings of Power. This tells the story, at least this tells a very loose adaptation on the forging of the Rings of Power and the origin of the One Ring. Um I say loose cuz a lot of it is not canon to the books. It is a very very loose adaptation. But there's a lot of stuff that I do really enjoy. Yes, this is thousands of years before Lord of the Rings. Dude, that was so good. That trailer looked amazing. Sauron had no business aura farming this hard. Sauron has no business aura farming this hard. Like, straight up. On Facebook as I was scrolling. Okay. Like, also, I did see that Simon Pegg is going to be voicing a Balrog. Also, this is Celebrimbor's hammer from season 2. He salvaged this from a Region. So that's something that's like a neat homage to see him holding that up, because Sauron did have a lot of great admiration for Celebrimbor. So to see that is really freaking cool. I'm glad that they're doing that. But also, these last like 20 seconds of the trailer, dadgum, man is straight up aura farming. So you can see in this here. So we obviously get Mount Doom. We get our first look at Mount Doom post season 1, and it looks really cool. I think this is supposed to be an early stage of Barad-dûr. So we're getting an early look at Barad-dûr. It's fine. I don't necessarily think one way or the other of it. Obviously, it's not as imposing as Peter Jackson's, but I'm not comparing the two. I think it looks cool. I love this shot. This looks like the early stages of the mold of him forging the ring. And I love this because you can see the inscription and kind of the way everything is going to like pour in. I think this is all going to look really cool. How it all pours in here and then is all going to forge into the ring. I think that is going to be... I think when this shot is complete, we get a faint shot at this, but when that's done, that's going to look so cool. Also, I love this dance scene. Elves dancing, I'm always here for. I really have wanted more music in every single Tolkien adaptation. I have wanted more music. Music has been such a thing that I have genuinely critiqued every single Tolkien adaptation for missing out on, is music. They need more music. And so the fact that even that we're only getting this brief little bit of elves dancing, I love this.
The Dark Lord is on the brink of Crofton.
But seeing that looks so cool. I don't know what this is. I'm assuming this is Sauron aura farming again, but daggum, he aura farming.
One ring.
But yeah, we're getting good, some sort of good guy arc going on, which was talked about a little bit, so I thought that's kind of cool to see. And then we get our Nazgul.
Army scouring Middle-earth.
This rat bag glow up is insane.
Earth will burn.
This shot here, the just watching him pick up this orc or this elf is so sick. Also, this isn't Morpheth Clark, but it certainly looks like her. I don't know who that's supposed to be, but that's definitely not Galadriel. So we're going to be getting a new character. We got this shot, which I think is supposed to be a fell beast. It's not a dragon.
Has it not yet occurred to you? Death might well be the price of saving it.
And then we're getting a lot of Gandalf in the trailer, which I'm not a big fan of. I'm not the biggest fan of this because personally, Gandalf has been another one of my big critique points for the show. I have not been wanting Gandalf around too much. The whole Harfoot plotline has not been my favorite thing. But again, I did really enjoy. Well, I'm not gonna say but because that's really just been that's been a critique. So I'm not gonna say too much about that. Looks like here we're getting Gil-galad and Numenor, which might be the start of the last alliance, but exactly how that's gonna work, I don't know. I'm assuming we're gonna get this. I'm assuming we're gonna get the sinking of Numenor in season 3. It's gonna happen in season 3. That's my assumption. I don't know for sure, but that's my biggest theory. Because Pharazôn is taking over, especially now that we're forging the Ring of Power and the One Ring. It just makes sense that the flooding of Numenor happens in season 3. I could be wrong, but if it were to be, if I were to be handling the timeline, because you got 3 seasons left, you have seasons 3, 4, and 5. It would be Pharazôn getting, it would be Pharazôn's death and the sinking of Numenor in season 3. Season 4 would have the founding of Gondor and Arnor from Elendil and Isildur. Season 5, the War of the Last Alliance and the death of Sauron. It seems really weird to have the Ring of Power being forged in season 3, though. So, again, I'm a little bit worried about the pacing on that side of things. Pacing has always been my biggest critique about the entire show. But that still, again, remains to be seen. I don't know what this shot is supposed to be. I don't know who that is. Who this person, who these, like, what this is. This is, like, I don't know. Do you think they'll have Elendil? I don't know. I want to see that, but we haven't even been introduced to Glorfindel yet, so I don't know. Oh, is that Celeborn? But that wouldn't make sense because his hair's brown there.
Trying to get back to you.
Dude, I'm so glad they're finally bringing Celeborn back. This is such a big thing that they absolutely needed to do in this show was bring Celeborn back. They 100% needed this. And the fact that it took them, I really hope they do it well, but they very much needed it. 100%. I'm so glad they're finally bringing him in. And honestly, Jamie Campbell-Bower, he looks very natural aside Morpeth Clark here, so I'm all for it. And I loved him in Stranger Things, so I'm here for this. This looks cool. This looks mostly like men, but that's a dope army shot. Exactly what that's going to be, don't know yet. Oh, there's Elrond. And then we've got our Nazgul showing up in Khazad-dûm.
There are no friends of Mordor here.
Which, that's crazy to me.
Come with me.
The Dark Lord. We have to stop him.
The shadow rises in Middle-earth.
So Círdan is there again. Always good to see him. He was a huge high point. This shot here, it says Pharazôn and Gil-galad. I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know. This makes me wonder because it makes me wonder if they're not actually gonna do the sinking of Numenor in season 3. So I don't know. I'm worried they might just omit it entirely, but I really hope that they don't because it's such a key point of Numenor's history. But that's something that they would have to do either. I mean, they still maybe actually. Here's the thought. They could have this be a fight that happens and then Pharazôn takes Sauron back. That's a high possibility because the way that it works is Sauron is prisoner in Numenor, and then from there they go and Sauron manipulates Pharazôn to then attack the Valar, which then leads to the sinking of Numenor. So this is a setup that could work. I don't know off the top of my head. I'd have to look it up.
The shadow rises in Middle-earth.
Oh, I didn't even see this. We got an eagle. Where was he? Come back, my Pookie. There he is. We get this brief, like, 1 full second of an eagle. I didn't even see that. So we're going to see an eagle at some point. Don't know what that means yet, but eagle. Wide shot in Mordor, more Nazgul stuff. And then we get Sauron aura farming in Mount Doom. If they're smart, they will make the entire season about the forging of the One Ring, but the actual forging of the One Ring won't happen till the end of the season. That's my theory. So, yeah, that's all the stuff on the trailer. Honestly, I'm not going to go into too big of a breakdown because that's just not me. But I will talk about some of the stuff that showed up on Twitter, because there was a lot that showed up. So Empire reported out on Twitter here that we get Kamul the Easterling. So that's the Nazgul that we're going to be seeing, which is really cool. I'm really excited. It's going to be played by Zubin Varla. We'll be playing Kamul the Easterling. And then it didn't tell us like how many Ringwraiths we're getting, but we will get to see a transformation, which that is something I'm really excited for. But it just says we're going to be introduced to the Nagoa, the corrupted men who become Ringwraiths. We love looking at what inspired Tolkien. Co-showrunner J.D. Payne tells Empire literally means ring servant. So we're going to get our Nazgul. And then first look at Gandalf in season 3. This is what he looks like. You know, not much to really say too much about that. And then just, again, so many people getting absolute hate for it. And then we've got Celeborn, Jamie Campbell Bower. We talked about this a little bit, but he will be playing Celeborn. We are so glad to see him come out. I don't know exactly how I feel about this. They caption it that the Elf Lord is a lover boy. Like, I hate this description of him. Because, I mean, he's Galadriel's husband. And so I think it's important that we know that, you know, he's Galadriel's husband. So that means they've been apart for centuries. So this will be the first time that they're going to be together again. And I think this is going to be really cool to see them come together. And I think the lover boy is just going to be this idea of longing and yearning is so pervasive. That's going to be the part that's going to be important, because it's going to be something where the focus is going to be on Celeborn's yearning to return to Galadriel because it has been so long. That's what I'm going to be anticipating is going to happen from seeing Celeborn in the show. That's what I'm anticipating. I personally, again, am very excited. Sauron looks freaking awesome. I genuinely think this is honestly my favorite look for Sauron in the entire, not just in the entire show. I almost think I like this more than what Peter Jackson did. I don't know yet. I'm gonna hold my full judgment on this until the actual show comes out. But either way, I genuinely think this looks so cool for like, I genuinely think this is so cool to see how it looks, and I really, really like to see how this all functions and how they're going to bring everything together in this adaptation. I love it. I genuinely love what they've done, and I'm excited to see it. I know that, like, even just in the little things that I am clicking on and just looking at literally, like, the first couple replies, The show is fine as non-canon fanfic. This horrible show hasn't been canceled yet. Tolkien is rolling on in his grave. Like, is his throne? Yo, his throne is made out of elven helmets. That's cool. But yeah, so like so many people are looking like the hate is just kind of everywhere. I mean, heck, you even look at this. I wonder how many people are gonna look at this. Okay, actually, um most of the comments are fine. So, oh, see, look, see, here's the hate watch is all over this again, and again, it's an adaptation, you know, just like anything. It's an adaptation of the story, and that's where it's gonna be. That's how it's always gonna be. It is what it is, an adaptation. It's not meant to be something that you genuinely are like, boom, take this seriously. It's an adaptation. It's no different than adapting any other book. And that's just what it is. People are going to enjoy it, people are going to hate it. Whatever. I'm excited. I'm going to be excited. I love that trailer. I really like what they're doing with the show. I'm excited to see it. That trailer looks awesome. Sauron Aura Farm's a little too hard, and I'm so here for it. But there's that. So, for those who are watching this on YouTube, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you. Huge shout out to all my Ko-Fi supporters. You guys are the ones who help me make this channel possible. If you'd like to support on Ko-Fi, there's a link to do so down in the description below on YouTube. And with that, that will be the end of this video. You are loved. You are valued. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. And we'll see you in the next one. Have a wonderful day, everybody.